My chair is so falling apart. I should have grabbed the brown one. I'm gonna get my lighters. Crap. Candle. Listen to candle. Hey. How you doing? I wish this could be higher. Hey, Ma. I had to turn my fan off so I can light my lighter. Everything's still a mess, but it's fine. Hello, Farah. I did not fix my hair today. Did not care. I'm gonna be honest. It's raining, so it's pouring on raining outside. Hey, Sean. Thank you. I have an orange and red. Thank you, Farah. I'm gonna turn off all my stuff. 6:58. Get all my stuff. Today has just been a long day. How was y'all days? Because I'm gonna tell ya, mine was long. My child. Hello, Trudy. Hey guys. My Delia had to go for dental work for her chipped tooth and a few other things. And hey, Sean. And she did not want to do them, so I went all the way to Metairie for nothing. So I get really upset. And it is 6:59. I'm trying to get a few things out, so I have my midnight smoke. Hello. Hello, Midnight Angel. Hello, Penny. Hey, Uncle Brian. Thank you. I miss you too. I cannot wait to see you in March. I am so thrilled. What time is it? 7 o'clock. So everywhere around the world, everybody's lighting candles for their babies they lost, born, or never born. So, hello, Bethany. So, I got my big old tall candle. It's gonna burn for an hour for Lydia. Sorry, I get nerve-wracking sometimes talking about her. So, I need somewhere else I can put it, but it ain't gonna work. So I guess I'm gonna have to stay here. So, it is raining here. Pouring down raining. Your name Meat. Hello, Bobby. '13th actually made 9-10 months that she's been gone. How crazy is that? Hey, Cindy. Cindy Lou Who. I like the nickname I gave you. It's very fitting. It's raining, so my hair is in a ponytail. I got curly hair. But tonight is for Lydia. So, see how this works out. Already cried a bit. I always do. Got good days, got bad days. But gotta do what I gotta do. Awesome. Got burned for an hour. Hello, Miss Vanda. Vanda. Need somewhere to put it. So, hello, Mr. Glenn. Thank Thank y'all. Thank you, Cindy, for sharing. My nerves get bad. It's been a kind of nerve-wracking day. Yeah, it does. I got Keith on a mission. Just let me know when you get close to Walgreens, because I will be sending you that picture. I don't know which one I want to choose yet. So I want, if you can, everywhere you go, get a picture for me, for her. Y'all get to talk back and forth. I hate how my hair does it. Dang parts. And curly hair. I had to go to the credit union, and then, dudes, I go to my credit union in Hammond, and there's fire truck, ambulance, cops, all kind of stuff. So I'm like, okay, cool. I gotta find another place to go to, because I had to go put money in the account, and I was like, well, I had to find a sister one, even though my credit union was right there, and I could not get in. They stopped, blocked the whole driveway. But I think tonight I'm gonna use, I was gonna use the cream. I'll do the cream. Then got a message today from a good friend, and she lost her sister, so I'm not gonna say names or anything, but she's driving to go meet her family. Ooh, who's here? So my candle's lit for the next hour for Lydia, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, I miss her. Oh, there are days where I wish I can just hold her one more time. She was beautiful. Blonde hair. Hammond or Walker? Hammond. Hammond's a lot closer. I promise you that. Hammond's like 45. And I think Walker, I'm not sure how far Walker is. I'm gonna have to look it up. But I know Aaron's gonna be working like literally in Hammond, where I go every week. So figured I'd go and see ya. Hi Emma. Hi David. Oh Lord, I'm putting a lot on tonight. And it's like, face, let's do this, even though you don't want to. My anxiety, man, is just like out there. Like really out there. I had a child that didn't want to go to the dentist today. One child did perfectly fine. Like Elijah has never been to the dentist. He was sitting there flirting with the technician and everything, and he told me she was pretty. And he was smiling and all that. I was sat there watching him. Told him to hold my hand if she hurts him. And squeeze it tight. The boy never squeezed, not once. Not once. He was flirting away with that girl. But then Odelia, she was supposed to get work done on her tooth that she chipped. Didn't want the laughing gas. Didn't want to cooperate, so we gotta redo all that stuff. All done. Not too bad tonight. Where's my Shape Tape? Cover up some stuff. Work on some stuff. I know somebody wrote me, they go, why do you make up so late at night and you gotta go wash it off? You know what, I don't mind, because I didn't do it this morning. I didn't want to, because I figured today would have been a really rough day. And I actually handled it pretty well, to be honest. You know, I'm just dreading when it gets close to her birthday. I know you can only see like the candle right there. I'm being very careful so I don't hit it. So, but when my oldest, I tried to explain to her, we're not going to put you under. And my main reason, I'm going to tell you like this, is because where they do all the dental work at is where Lydia died, where she passed away. And I could not go to that place. I don't feel comfortable. I feel it hurts. Like, when I went to Terrell to get medical papers and all this stuff, like, it killed me. It really did. It hurt. So, this is just, it's not something anybody should go through, ever at all. Losing a child it's hard. You know, they always say that a parent should never lose a child at all, and that the parent should go first before the child. Sometimes I wish that would have been our whole situation. I would have taken that so she could have lived, because her life was precious. It really was. But I had 6 wonderful days with her, where I held her, got to smell her and touch her. So it's not like I never held her, not once. Hello, Jimmy. So it's just I know it's day by day, and just deal with it. Days have gotten better, a lot better. I promise you, it's gotten a lot better. In my house, I have a wall in my home. I'll show y'all one day. A wall. It's just for her. With her little angel wings that my parents and, not my parents, but my in-laws put at her grave with her flowers. And then I have, my eyebrows are like Ronald McDonald style. And then I have her cross and her pictures and all this stuff. So that's all sitting there. I have the 2 big flower arrangements that were given to us from people from our church, and then Brian's company. I had a lot of her stuff out, like her footprints and stuff, but I ended up picking it up because our cat kept on knocking stuff down. And I wanted to beat the ever loving daylights out of her for that. She's so sweet, but she kept on knocking my child's stuff over, so that's a big no-no. So, but we have, like in our hallway and going towards our hallway, by our kitchen, we have I don't know if y'all remember, it sits in the corner and it's like 1, 2, and 3 shelves. Well, on the top shelf is a picture of Lydia. It's a picture of her. I cannot draw worth a crap. I'm right-handed. And there's some sunflowers, our lays from the March of Dimes and stuff. And for the longest, every night, the kids would tell her goodnight, give her a hug and a kiss, all that. There's times I still tell her goodnight. If anybody back home wants to go see her, they're more than welcome to. She's buried in the Garden of Memories in gray, if you're wanting to know. And the mausoleum in the back, the big one. So, if you're curious. I got told, I don't know how you hold it together. Like when, hello, Mr. Ed. When she was buried, we had her service. I was told by my friends, I don't know, hey Lonnie, how are you holding yourself together? Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, it's hard. I wanted to scream. I didn't scream. When she passed, it's just her and I. So, I mean, it's not something you want to go through. And it's not easy. It's not easy at all. It puts strains on your relationships. Your kids don't know how to act and receive everything. It hurts them. Elijah and Odelia both never got to see her. Odelia never got to hold her sister. None of that. The day they were going to see her for the first time is when I got the phone call that she was sick. No, it's not, Mama. So, it's not. I look like Ronald McDonald, don't I? That's cool, I can fix that. Try not to cry. But there was special outfits that were bought for her that she never got to wear. My kids are being so loud. So she never got to wear, so I picked those up. While she was in the NICU and she was only 3 days old, I ordered a car seat. Never got to use the car seat. Not once. And you know what? I did not return it. I wanted to. I was so mad. It took months for me, but I'm gonna fix all this up. It's so messed up right now. It took months for me to be able to go into her room. I had the door closed for the longest. I couldn't walk in. Couldn't do nothing. And then eventually I started opening it up. And I'll be able to walk by and look and all that. But it took a while to be able to actually go in there. And just one day I was so mad. I started throwing things in boxes and I was like, screw it. I packed it all up. All up. Because I didn't want to see it anymore. There's been times where I've packed and I've put away all her memorial stuff because I didn't want to see it. Because it's not fair to be able to go through all this. And there's people who don't treat their kids right. And they get to keep them. You know? So. And I know some people are probably thinking, I don't know how you can do this online business and sell makeup and do all this just a few months after your daughter died. What?
Sorry to bother you, but someone has been eating my cereal. It's all the way down to here.
It was filled the container up and then y'all ate it all. Nobody's else touched it.
He's been eating
Okay, go. I'll get you some more. I'll get you some more. I don't even know where it was. Hey, Brianna. No, I haven't given up. I haven't at all. And my upline Cindy, I don't think she's in here. Hey, Blake. I don't think she's no longer in here watching. But I never really met Cindy in person. But there were days where I just wanted to give up. I didn't want to do it. And she's like, you got to. You got to be strong. You got to do what you got to do. You can't give up. I mean, I started seeing a therapist once a week. And then didn't want to drive anymore. So the therapist started coming to me. And then we had a few weeks of some issues. So I'm having to go back in person to go see my therapist. But It's hard. Not many people want to hear that somebody lost a baby. Or they say your baby did not matter. It did not live for long. That life did not matter. I'm going to tell you this. I carried her for 34 weeks. I don't forget how many days. 34 weeks and 1 day exactly. 34. And she mattered. She mattered a lot. She was special. Even our dog, Foxy, that dog knew something was different, because when I went into the hospital and I was sick, I wasn't home. Throughout my whole pregnancy, that dog stayed by my side and loved me, cuddled with me, slept with me. I came home and, hey Dad, came home without Lydia, and that dog looked at me like, what's wrong? Something's different. Something's not right, you know. And then still after, she still would cuddle with me. She's a big baby and she's so sweet. Curious, she's an Australian Shepherd, or some people say she's a Border Collie. Just her colors and all this stuff, but I don't care. She's a good and sweet dog that loves us unconditionally and would do anything for us. That's how much she loves us. And that dog knew something was not right with me. And I know some people, they're probably thinking, you're not grieving, you're not doing this and that. I'm gonna tell you, there were days I would not leave my house. I would put the kids in the truck, try and go into a store to buy things I need, and I would not get out the truck. My anxiety would get so bad. Going into Sam's, I would literally have to go take my blood pressure because I was freaking out. And then I would take it in and be sky high. Like, way up there. So, it's not easy. It's not something you want to go through. But they should be remembered. Should be loved. And it shouldn't be a stigma. People shouldn't get upset if we talk about them. There's so many moms in this group that I'm in. Hi, Jerry. That they're afraid to post stuff on their Facebook or even talk about their child because their family does not agree with it. Their family tells them, you don't need to talk about them, don't post pictures. I don't want to see that, you know. And that really bothers me a lot. Just because my child's not here does not mean they're not loved, they're not thought about, they're not wanted. You know, and there's so many people out there that just, they don't care. They have hearts. Hey, Jordan. They got stone cold hearts. They don't care. So, I talk about Lydia. I talk about her as much as I can. I tell people about what we going through. Like, what we went through exactly. Her diagnosis. The surgery. All of it. And I've posted about it. Some people I've told about and this and that. But formula is not meant for babies. I say it. It's not meant for them. And even in the packaging, on the back of it, it says that it does contain bacteria. And, you know, so many people, they think it's okay. Let me just give them formula. They're gonna be all right. It's good for them. But in reality, It's not. It's not. I'm so sorry. I look funny. Alright. So, this is all from my little girl. It was very special. So special. The hospital that she was born at and Children's, they gave us the login information so I can watch her. My family could. Her dad could. We can sit there and we can watch her. And they would turn off the camera when they would do stuff, or flip her, or rotate her, or take her blood and all this. But we were able to see her. My kids were able to see her on camera. That's the only way they saw their sister, besides at her funeral. And that hurt. That Odelia begged and begged to have a sister. She wanted one for the longest. And she does. She's no longer here. She doesn't go and get to dress up and look, just dress alike and have someone to play with and all that stuff, you know. She misses her a lot. So it's not just me that misses her, it's her. She does, her dad. Elijah, not too much. He knows who she is. He does. He knows who she is. He recognizes her pictures, you know. And when it was her service, this is the one thing that got me, and it forever will. And I do have it on the video in our little group. He went up to the casket and told her it was time to wake up, that she didn't need to sleep, and he kept on telling her to wake up. So that was the first for him and for all of us. So my little man, he knows he's a big brother and he's got a little sister. And they miss her and they love her, all that good stuff. And I know I didn't post it today, but the back of the car again, I put all the writing. It's probably washing off right now with all this rain. But I drove around Metairie, and from Metairie to Amite to Hammond, all over today with our little hashtags that say Lydia Grace, our little underdog, this is Neck, and forever 6 days old. So I know it's seen, and people have seen it, and they're probably like, well, what is that? Oh my gosh, I see it, and all that. But you know what? It's alright. They need to know. And that's why we do what we do. I want to push so breast milk can be in every hospital there is. Readily available compared to formula. To me, formula needs to be taken completely off the market and be gone. Should not be available at all. And I know some people are like, well, some women can't. They can't breastfeed. I will tell you a big secret. A big one. That with Odelia and Elijah, I had issues producing milk. I really did. It was really hard. But with Lydia, I tried. I did not give up. I worked really hard at it because I knew what she needed, and I needed to do that. That means it was pumping every 2 to 4 hours. It meant eating tons of oatmeal and healthy stuff and all that, you know. It meant drinking tons and tons of water. All I was consuming was stuff that I know would help my milk supply. That's it. My eyes look funny. So, but that's okay. my foot's asleep because I'm sitting in this old computer chair. Sorry, guys. And it's a very sad, mopey live tonight. Can't tell me that I'm not wrong for being upset. It's just, usually I'm all happy and go lucky and it's a good day and all this. It's just, this is something that a lot of women deal with. It's unreal how many babies are lost every day and every month and every year. You know, within the last week, there's been so many babies that have been lost or stillborn. Nobody talks about it. They don't say anything. They were stillborn because there was a cord accident or the heartbeat just stopped and all this. Nobody talks about it. Some of them are afraid to talk because they'll have family that would say, no, don't want to hear about it, don't want to see it, don't want to talk about it, all that stuff. Which is wrong. You know, you should never tell your family that. You know. Somebody told me that I could not talk about my child. I would lose my... Doesn't matter. Boy, everybody disappeared. But... let's see. Miss Vonda. It shows terrible. But, yeah. I'm trying to do this to make it look nice. I don't want people thinking I'm nuts. I'm talking about her. They got big eyes. I look like our cat. Her eyes crisscross all the time. All the time. Ain't none to fix this up after. It's the best thing. It's not good to bottle it up and just keep them hidden. That's not meant to happen. And there's like this big stigma with all of it. And I don't want that. I want people to know about her and all this. Oh my God, I'm about to go beat some rears. Yeah. It is just, it's not right. It always should be talked about. Because they matter. Like Christy Joe. Boom. Thank you. My candle's still here, and it's only 7:30. Ah! Why can't I? How's it going? Got my candle lit for my daughter. And doing some makeup. My eyebrows are so dark, it's unreal. Didn't lighten them up at all. I gotta wash these nasty things. My eyebrows are dark. I ain't using that again, it's gross. It's gotta be washed. I love cream shadows, but I don't like when my brush is gross. So, hello, Mabe. Trying, man. My brows look extra rough. Extra rough. That's how I see them. Alright, where's my spray? There it is. I move stuff around and it's not where I've been having it for days now, so. Do I have, hold on. Nope. I'm looking for a bright, pretty pink. I ain't using highlighter. I'm not using that. 1 minute, guys. I really have to sneeze. Oh. And they don't want to come out. What color is this? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I've seriously got told before that, you know, if it pains me to see my daughter's things, I'm going to use this on top. Hey, Casey. How's your little boy doing? That's another thing. I thought after losing Lydia, I could not take being around babies. A lot of women can't. But I'm going to tell you, 2 of my homeschool friend moms up here, one has a little girl. One's got a little girl, one's got a little boy. And when I say, like, reach out to me and give me the biggest hugs, and they love me, it feels good. I thought I would not be able to take it. Thought I wouldn't be able to take hearing a baby cry and all this, because I hear all these horror stories with these moms in the group I'm in, and they're like, I just couldn't do it, and I heard a baby and I just started bawling and I couldn't take it anymore. And I don't know, maybe it's just I have inner peace more than anything, that I know she's not hurting anymore, and she's in a way better place in this cruel world, because it's really cruel, you know. But hey, Lonnie. Oh, I know she's in a way better place than where she is now. She's not hurting for sure, and going through. Like, not many people know exactly what she went through, and I do have pictures. Not many people have seen them, because it's not something that I want people to see of my child. I don't want them to remember her the way I've seen her. And basically, it's not easy seeing your child lay there lifeless and not be able to move or anything. And when I seen her after she was transported to Children's, I will say that she looked different. Very different. She wasn't tan anymore like she was. She wasn't small. And if you don't know what NIC is, necrotizing enterocolitis is where there's like an infection in your gut, basically. And the infection gets really bad to the point where the intestine starts dying and it ruptures. And it's not just preemie babies that this happens with, which you still can't believe she was a preemie baby for how big she was. She was 4 pounds, 13.5 ounces, and 19.5 inches long. It's hard to believe she was that big for that early. And the doctor was like, well, she should do good, you know, all this other stuff. And it is just hard to believe. And when she had surgery, they moved about 2 feet of her intestines. Completely 2 feet of her small intestines gone. And you don't have that much intestines either. And the only thing she was fed for the first few days of her life was baby formula. That's it, until my milk came in, because I was not offered donor milk at all for her. Nothing was given besides the formula. And after doing research and all this, it has been proven that when a baby, especially a preemie, is given formula, it increases their chances of developing NEC by like 70%. So if she was not given formula but only had breast milk, her outcome would have been totally different. And it is a major thing that hospitals need to be able to have donor milk on hand, because some women don't produce right away. They really don't. It takes a few days. Some women, they produce ahead of time before the baby's born, and they're like, "Ooh, sweet, I can store this up." But some don't produce early enough, and that's when people use formula and they get lazy and they don't want to breast pump anymore. They don't want to breastfeed and all this other stuff. So they're like, "Screw it, I'm just gonna formula feed." That's how it was with my other two. With Lydia, I knew she needed it. She needed the right nutrition. She needed what she was meant to have. Formula is not real. It's synthetic. It's made in a factory. Hey guys, I'll be back. I gotta go and get stuff ready for Mother Half. He's just got home, so gotta do a few things and I'll be back. Alright, I'm gonna go back live, so y'all just be waiting for me.